"Congrats, Cap. No surprise to me," Pitino said to Pope. "Any surprises for the team?" With Pope in charge, one of the most consistent victories this team has had. It's euphoric for everyone. Before the news, subscribe to the channel. It's essential to receive more news from the Cats. BBN has reason to celebrate and believe even more in Mark Pope's work after the Kentucky Wildcats' impressive victory over Duke, which not only marked the season, but also put the coach in the forefront of the college basketball community's watchful eyes. The 77-72 victory against Duke in the Champions Classic was more than just an exciting game. It was a demonstration of resilience, strategy, and leadership characteristics that Pope seems to know how to channel like few others, especially when facing a tough opponent like Duke. It was not a victory that came easily. Despite a good start, the Wildcats struggled and reached halftime with a 9-point deficit, forcing Pope to make adjustments that would define the course of the game. And these were specific, almost surgical adjustments. The Wildcats came back from halftime and dominated the second half, beating Duke 40-26, with a more consistent defense and an organized attack. Not every team can pull off a comeback in a game of this caliber, but Pope relied on a collective distribution of points and a confidence in the team that, in the end, would prove to be the winner. It is interesting to note that 7 players scored at least 6 points, and 3 of them surpassed the double-digit mark. This offensive balance is not the result of chance, but rather of a philosophy of play in which opportunities are distributed, a direct reflection of Pope's leadership. He values teamwork and encourages an unselfish spirit, and this translates into a versatile and less predictable team, capable of responding quickly to opposing pressure, as was the case in this match. Rick Pitino, a stalwart in college basketball and Pope's former coach, was quick to congratulate his former protege on the achievement. Pitino knows what it's like to lead Kentucky like few others, and he certainly saw Pope's victory as the potential for a promising new era for the program. The moment also serves as a reminder of Pope's journey, which began in college basketball at Washington before joining the Wildcats from 1994 to 96. That deep connection to the team certainly adds an emotional dimension to his coaching career. If there's one thing that's clear to Big Blue Nation right now, it's that Pope isn't just here to play the game, but to build a legacy. He's not just here to guide, but also to inspire a team that embraces his vision. This game against Duke was an exciting preview of what this season could be for Kentucky, and Pope seems well on his way to returning the Wildcats to the spotlight in college basketball. With each milestone win like this, Pope earns more than the respect of former teammates like Pitino. He reinforces his commitment to Kentucky and confirms that, under his leadership, the Wildcats have a bright future ahead of them. Let's move forward. Following the official signing of Jasper Johnson, Malachi Moreno, and Acaden Lewis to the University of Kentucky, head basketball coach Mark Pope had the opportunity to delve deeper into the new additions to the 2025 class during his press conference on Thursday afternoon. At a pivotal moment for the Wildcats' future, Pope not only spoke about what these young athletes can bring to the team, but also highlighted the values and principles that guide his approach to recruiting. Pope's focus is on building a team that goes beyond individual skill, a concept that is just as important as raw talent. During the press conference, he made a point of reflecting on the essence of what it means to be a part of the Kentucky program. He shared a meaningful moment post-game when he had the chance to speak with Otega Owa and Andrew Carr, 2 key players in the recent win over Duke. The conversations with these players were eye-opening. These are guys who are seeing something much bigger than just themselves, and they care about the right things. These are guys I want to coach, Pope said, highlighting the team mentality that defines the Wildcat spirit. This value of understanding and respecting the weight of the program's tradition and history is essential for any new recruit arriving in Lexington. In fact, this team approach is the foundation of Pope's philosophy. First and foremost, he looks for recruits who understand what it's like to play for Kentucky and are motivated to contribute to something bigger. If that understanding is present, Pope believes talent will come naturally, but more importantly, it's a fit within the team's style of play. That's what sets Kentucky's recruiting apart from other elite programs. Pope mentioned that in order to be successful at the University of Kentucky, talent needs to be complemented by a skill set that fits with the way he wants his team to play. That's arguably the third box in the recruiting process. A player's fit with Kentucky's style of play. And unlike other coaches who might get carried away by players with impressive raw potential, Pope is not above passing on talent who, while exceptional individually, don't fit into the system he's trying to build. The synergy between players and Kentucky's style of play is imperative to long-term success. This selective and thoughtful approach is why the 2025 class of Johnson, Moreno, and Lewis has the potential to make an immediate impact. Pope believes all three are prime examples of the types of players he wants on his team. All three of these guys are top tier in the country, and now they've all proven that, Pope said, noting that while each has excelled in unique ways, they all have what it takes to shine in Lexington. Jasper Johnson, for example, brings an aggressive energy and long-range shooting ability that could perfectly complement Kentucky's dynamic style of play. With the ability to play both as a scorer and as a creative player on offense, Johnson will be a key asset to Pope's strategy. Malachi Moreno, meanwhile, stands out for his defensive versatility. His ability to cover multiple positions and his intelligence on the court make him a vital addition to a team that demands mobility and speed. His teamwork and sacrifice for the group mentality are qualities that Pope values immensely. Caden Lewis brings a combination of agility and vision that can contribute to quick transitions and control the pace of the game. His ability to read the game and make quick decisions makes him a key player in implementing the fast-paced, aggressive offense that Pope likes to see from his team. These three players not only represent great promise for Kentucky's future, but also the type of team mentality that Pope wants to cultivate in his program. This is a team that relies not only on individual brilliance, but on working together and joining forces to achieve success. And with the potential addition of Caleb Wilson, a five-star forward who is being courted by the team, Kentucky could be poised to further strengthen its options for the 2025-26 season. Mark Pope has made it clear that he sees talent, work ethic, and a fit with the team's style of play as the cornerstones of his recruiting philosophy. Now, with the 2025 class in place, he has reason to be optimistic about the program's future. It's not just about finding elite athletes. It's about ensuring those athletes share the collective vision that has made Kentucky one of the most respected and successful programs in college basketball history. What do you think? Let us know in the comments.